All right, let's move on. So let's figure out a way to solve these equations. So what we can do now is we can subtract second and first equations, right? So let's do 1 minus 2. So on the left side, I will get x naught minus x naught, which is 0. On the right side, I would get 4.3t minus 8.7t plus 8.7t naught. So I can bring these two to the other side. So it is 8.7 minus 4.3. 8.7 minus 4.3 is 4.4t, which is equal to 8.7t naught. So that is one relationship I have. So using this relationship, and what we can do now, we can subtract third equation and the fourth equation as well. So I'm going to subtract 3 minus 4. So on the left side, I will get 0. On the right side, I will get 7.5t plus half 10 t minus t naught squared minus half. So what we can do at this point is we can keep everything as it is. So 7.5t, we can simplify a bit. I'm going to consider half and 10 as 5, and I'm going to take it as a common term. So it is t minus t naught squared minus t squared. So it is a difference of squared. So it is 7.5t plus 5, a plus b and a minus b. So you will get 2t minus t naught minus t naught. Moving on. So that whole thing is equal to 0. So I can bring the entire this thing to the left side. So I get 5 2t minus t naught equals to 7.5t. So I can cancel this. So it is going to be 2.5t. So I will get 2t t naught minus t naught squared equals to 2.5t. Right. So that is going to be my sixth relationship that I have. So I'm going to consider the fifth one, which is 4.4t equals to 8.7t naught. I'm going to simplify a little bit. So I'm going to find what t is, right? So it is going to be 8.7 divided by 4.4 here. So 8.7 divided by 4.4, which is 1.977. So I'm going to consider it as 1.98 t naught. I'm going to substitute everything in this equation. So I have 2 t is 1.98 t naught, and we have t naught minus t naught squared. It is equals to 2.5, and I have 1.98 t naught. Let's simplify it. So 2 times 1.98 is 3.96 t naught squared minus t naught squared equals to 2.5 times 1.98 is 4.95 t naught. So in math, it is not allowed to cancel the t naughts, because if you simplify, you will get 2.96 t naught squared minus equals to 4.95 t naught. You're not supposed to do it that way, but in this case, we know that t naught is not equal to 0. Since we know t naught is not equal to 0, we can cancel the t naughts. So what is t naught? So t naught is going to be 4.95 divided by 2.96. So 4.95 divided by 2.96, which is 1.67, yes. So what is t naught? So if we go back to the problem, t naught is the time difference between the first particle and the second particle that has been thrown, right? which is 1.67. And you are supposed to find the first one, the time interval between the firings. You have the answer. So the second part of the question is the coordinate of the point, which is x0 and y0, right? So that is the reason why I did not consider this as y0, right? I considered from the bottom, so it will just be the coordinate itself, right? So let's find x0. So we have the first equation, which is x0 equals to 4.3t. So using this t0, we can find what t is. Let's find t. So t is 1.98 t0. So this entire thing times 1.98 is 3.3 seconds. So the total time of flight for the first particle that has been formed is 3.3 seconds. So we have a relationship of 4x0 as 4.3t. So we have equation number 1. x0 is 4.3t. That is completely right? Yes. 4.3t. So 4.3 and t is 3.3. So 4.3 and 3.3 is 14.2. So x0 is 14.2. Now we have to find what y0 is. So we can use the third equation, which is 10y0 10 minus y0 equals to half 10t minus t0 squared of 10t minus t0 squared. So let's keep this 10 minus y0 equals to 5. T is 3.3. T0 is 1.67 and squared. So y0 is 10. Let's simplify it. So 3.3 minus 1.67 square is 2.6569, so 2.66. So 5 times 2.66 is 10 minus y0. So 5 is 10 minus 5 times 2.66. 10 minus 5 times 2.66 is minus 3.3. So that is possible, right? Because we are throwing it from a height of 10 meters, right? And we are considering this as 0, 0. So they are going to meet somewhere here. So it is 14.2 horizontal, and from here, right? So it is a bit of a big problem, but I did this question so that whatever the question that you might find in your exams, it won't be harder, right? So it has a lot of workings. I do understand that, but I believe that you understand everything. If you have any questions, please ask. All right. So if you don't have any questions, please take it down. Let me know where I have to stop so that you can take a note. Yeah, let's do another question. One switch.